Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing well. I want to share a perspective with you here. And, this is for those of you who are interested in spirituality, non-duality, or experience some kind of awakening. This is not for everyone. And my previous video most likely seemed not uh, understandable to the general public because I was speaking from the experience of being absorbed into emptiness, and my words were just coming from the void. So that's not for the mind, and if you don't understand it, that's totally fine. I love you. Anyway, the thing here that there is just tremendous love, and it doesn't depend on anything. Okay, anyway, I want to share perspective how it is seen from here now about all the practices and teachings or religions, and actually what is seen in reality here and now, that whatever most of the practices and teachers, they teach us to learn and acquire attributes or qualities that are a byproduct actually of the understanding. They are not prerequisites. So what I mean by that is that, for example, do not harm. Well, in general terms, a good rule, right? But it is the personal self is being taught to not harm, to love your neighbor, to help others, to don't have thoughts, and all of the things, to stop wanting, desiring, and all of the things that are actually just the attributes and byproducts of the understanding of the natural state. But these cannot happen organically or naturally in a person, and they cannot be learned by a person. It's only when the personal self starts to dissolve more and more and the true nature of our being is being revealed, these qualities, they just start to shine. So if you've been following or doing some rigid practice, I don't want to discourage you, but I just want to share the experience. Kitty, I just want to share the experience that it's when the understanding happens, and for understanding to happen, personal self does not need to be anything perfect. It can be, well, I don't know for sure because I have not experienced it, but from listening to talks of others, it seems like even the criminal can have a realization. Well, of course they can, because it is what everyone is. It's already here. It is just only the dissolution of belief that you are separate self as a person. Nothing more. Nothing more is needed. No person needs to be trained to love everyone and be all this in bliss all the time. It's impossible when you are in personal self. It is impossible. It's just something mind actually just can simulate, and that's where the ego, well, ego also is a ghost, but seeming ego, apparent self, gets stronger and stronger because now it has all of these wonderful features and powers, and it's learned how to imitate the self with capital S. So for this, you don't need anything. Don't need, because you are that. It's just the understanding. And many people say, well, I understand, I have the knowledge, but I don't have an experience. Well, of course you have an experience. Are you aware that you are aware at the moment? are you aware that you're hearing my words? You've been aware all your life, what you call life, what you call what story of the character is. Yeah, so you're just aware that you are aware, and that you don't believe that you are this body and finite self and thoughts that come. That's it. That's it. You just turn your attention inside towards the one that's experiencing everything and seeing and hearing, and you go and you realize this is your beingness, your pure self, without add-ons, and everything that comes and goes is not you. And this is just an understanding, and that's it. And that's why awakening, there can be many awakenings, and awakenings is come and go, because they are it's an experience of glimpses, or awakening sounds like a process. It sounds in time, and realization, it sounds like immediate. It is instant, because it's just like it's nothing more. It's very ordinary, and you don't lose you lose your personality. It's actually becoming more infused with the naturalness, with the perfume of the self, and all of those qualities that they teach in Bible or whatever, in any rule book or yoga. There is like 8 limbs of Patanjali yoga, and there is they make it sound that you need to first get all the qualities, or train yourself, or force yourself, or starve yourself, and then you can see that you are yourself. While it is other way around. Like from here right now, I love everyone and everything, and because it is seen as myself. There is no, because of understanding, because separate me dissolved. So I love the tree, I love the kitten, I love this, whatever appears, and even those who don't understand or say some they're not on the same time, line. What is timeline? I don't even know what that means anymore. On the same wave. That's all me. That's all one. That's why there is love, because it's perfume. And yeah, don't harm others. Of course, I cannot. It's myself. It's a byproduct. It's a result. It's a consequence, and it's natural. And you don't need to do any effort to. It's and you can create 1,000 and 100,000 of qualities or rules that emanate from this natural state, and then make it sound like, oh, you need to be all those things. Become sound for the personal self. So in fact, any kind of doing, acquiring, practicing, it sort of postpones the understanding. And I don't know, it's a mystery, but it seems like this from where I am, because I practiced and practiced and practiced and didn't practice then, and when I didn't practice, it actually turned out even much better when I struggled and efforted and tried to perfect things and improve myself. When I tried to improve myself, all those, I don't know, David Goggins videos, motivation, and wow, this comes from like hating yourself almost, because you don't accept what you are, and you need all those attributes. I don't mean to say that in any kind of material field, science, dance, art, you can't progress. Of course you do. That's the nature of the mind, that's the nature of this world, and it's beautiful and it's not a contradiction. But when it comes to realization or being oneself, realizing who you are, it is very, very not like any other field, because this is not something that you can do or achieve or acquire. Okay, I just wanted to share this perspective, and because the seeker can be stuck on a journey just because they don't experience all those qualities that they say in books or teachers say. And separate self becomes confused that it needs to perfect yourself first to make it match. And no. It is much more simple. Much. There was something else I wanted to share. It got lost. Maybe I can show my kitten first. Then kitten. Hey kitten. Sorry. Interruption. Hey. Oh yeah. So was there anything else? Yeah, you are that. You are you. And I just wanted to I start to get used talking like normal because it's all part of the, well, when you understand what you are, you don't need to, you can still say words in a dualistic way, but you know what you mean. That all those years, from what I read or heard about a realization, it sounded like not something. It's not something. It sounded like something else. I would never imagine that it is so just ordinary and simple, and it's always here and always been here. The fact is like, it's just a tiny shift of perspective, which is so tiny and micro. Because it's not even a shift, because it's just you remove little dirt on this, projector. They have a little hole from where the light comes, and there was a little tiny speck or dart, and you just like boop boop. You remove it, and sorry. You remove it, and suddenly you just see clearly, and that's it. And it's not a big deal. It's just, it's more complicated to not be in the natural state. Much more. We are in the head, running. You can sit, but inside you are running. So, yeah, that's not anything that could, when you read the gurus, just, oh my God, so mysterious, so I'm so far, Oh my god, it just sounds so. But then, aha, it's actually not so complicated and mysterious. It's just here. Wow, it's just aha moment. That's it. And now I read them expressing the same thing, and now it seems like yeah, true. But from this perspective, it, it's just the complication comes from our language. It's just the language, and the language that makes it sound complicated because it's not something of this world. It's not something on a subject-object relationship. It's not equality, and the language makes it sound complicated. And also the seekers who ask questions, they make it sound very complicated because they come from all different levels and complexities of the psyche. And to meet the seeker or questioner, the teacher sort of like goes through their complexity, meets them there, and walks them out of these woods. So we think like, oh, we need to realize it from all kinds of these complex perspectives. But it's just one simple thing. Remove the dirt, the personal I, and that's it. Here you are. It's not even there already. It's just imagined. Okay, blah 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 blah. mm, mm, mm. Nothingness, emptiness, peace, love, blah blah blah. In talking. E. Oh. mm. Hey, kitty. I am. I love it. I love every single moment of it. I love everything that comes into the screen, and I appreciate all of you here. And thank you so much for resonating and sharing. We are one. We are one in this together. Yeah, reach out. I love sharing. Hope you have a beautiful what? Beautiful nobody day. So much beauty and love. Take care. Bye.